Hey guys! Welcome to
Humble Beginnings
with the Thomases.
Today we have an upcoming artist just for you. We'll be doing an exclusive interview, finding out your background story
And how she rose to the occasion. She's still riding her waves, and you may already have heard about her.
But if not, this is the place to be. Make welcome, guys, our very own in the flesh guest, China.
Sound production, take 2.
China doll.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We're
Thank you.
happy to have you here with us.
Thank you. I am happy to be here.
Awesome. So let's get right into it. We have a whole bunch of questions, and we know you have a whole bunch going on. So let the people know, who is China
Hi,
doll?
well, my name is China Doll. I am from Tupelo, Mississippi.
Tupelo.
Yes, yeah. Yes, I am actually an artist. I just signed with the label C Duffel LLC. So yay for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. My artist name is Miss Doll Miller. I got that name actually from being a kid, and I was always bossy, so I was told by my older brothers. So they took the China from my first name and just put Ms., because they thought I was always bossy. And everything my mom said, I was like, Mom said you gotta clean up. Mom said you gotta do this. So they just deemed me to be real bossy. So that's where I got Miss Doll from. But yes.
Awesome.
Nice.
So you are an artist, you just signed, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Do you remember at what age you started singing and where it began?
Wow. I think I came out the womb singing. My mom started to make me really take it serious when I was like 5. Of course, she was a choir director at the time.
Okay.
And of course, I just happened to be there because I was young, so I was going wherever my mom was going. And, as she kept, directing the choir, I just decided to join. And so as I joined, I started to realize that I really like singing. And it's always been a hidden passion for me, something that nobody really knew that I liked to do. It was until I got into middle school that I decided this is something that I want to take serious. And so after that, my mom just started to critique it and perfect it and tell me to work at it, and after that, it just blossomed into
The doll you are today?
Yes.
You burst out the plastic?
You're right. Exactly. Yeah.
Alright, so talk to us about your recent videos that you have. I know, like, the one that I like the most
Yes.
is the family.
Yes. So we have it's a collab song. It's called Family. You can check it out on all platforms. But go check out the video on YouTube. It's called Family, featuring myself, which is Miss Doll, C Duffel, which is the person that that owns the label, and our brothers all the way in Uganda. They're called God's Soldiers. They're 2 awesome guys, so you should try it out. Check it out on YouTube, and it's available to download for all platforms, on all platforms.
Awesome. So what inspired you to sing that song, like to create that song?
Well, we wanted to do like something, since we are a new label, we wanted to do something that, just showing that, even though we are a new family, because we like to call our label a family. So even though we are a family, you know what I'm saying, we're still very active for God. We're new, but we all have our own fire that we're bringing to the table, you know what I mean? So we're just pushing and we're ready to do what God has called us to do.
Awesome. So where do you see yourself musically, in the industry? You're clearly new and upcoming. There's a whole bunch of talent. I'm pretty sure they'll see that when they check out a few of your videos, you have collabs and whatever. In terms of a single, when can we expect like an album launch or something?
I'm actually working on another single right now. I've already recorded it. I'm just waiting on it to release. I am working on an album as well. It should be done by the middle of the summer.
Oh, so you can expect a summer album?
Yes. I want to make it really vibey, like something that you can it feels summery when you listen to it. You know what I mean? Something that you can vibe to. So yes, be looking out for that, guys.
So for those who don't know, and they're out there listening to your story, what type of artist are you? Like, you say summery vibey, Can I download your music and play it at a party, or is it something to get me in a worship mood, or is it what kind of vibe are you talking about?
Well, I like to go more on the worship vibe. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to sing. Not the normal worship, but just more like a more modern type of worship.
Modern worship.
Something that the younger generation can connect to. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I kind of went for, because that's the type of music that I was drawn to. You know what I mean? So like when I was, listening to, all different genres, which I still do sometimes, but I like the whole Erica vibe, the whole Jill vibe. So I want to bring that Jill Scott vibe. So I wanted to bring that into the gospel lane, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And just make it a worship. So I guess I'm trying to create my own lane, I guess you can say.
which is a marriage between inspiration that you have taken from Jill and put your own twist on it.
Right.
Awesome. All right, so Miss Doll, our next question for you is this. Who is your greatest inspiration and why?
I think it would be my mother. She's my inspiration because I have witnessed my mother go through a lot of different phases in life. I've seen her on the mountaintop and I have seen her in the valley. And no matter what is happening, no matter how tough life gets, she continues to push. And she continues to make sure that we are her priority, as in me and my siblings. And so that's also what I strive to do. I do, I would like to be an inspiration to other young mothers like myself, you know what I'm saying, single mothers like myself, and just be an encouragement and let them know that it is possible and that you can do it. You know what I mean? And so she has always shown me strength and courage, and that's what I strive to do.
Awesome. It's funny that you mentioned that you're a single mother and everything. Can you tell us how has that impacted your influence towards, wanting to do music and to, basically put your story into a song to encourage other single mothers like yourself?
Yes, actually, most of my lyrics come from things that I have experienced being a single mother. Yes. My struggles and things like that, and just how God encourages me, you know what I'm saying, that he's always with me, and that I'm not alone. Just like that song, it may seem like you're surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you as in Christ. So like that, those are, some of the experiences that I have, just dealing with my children and dealing with the struggles that I have as being a single mother, and it just, just knowing that God is there, it helps me. And when I feel like, I'm at a low place, I find a quiet place and I write. And as I write, God's presence just comes and he just speaks, you know what I'm saying? He just tells me, this is what I want you to write, and it's therapeutic. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Love that. I like where you're going, because a lot of singers these days, they tend to pay persons to write their lyrics and then they just perform it.
Right.
But when you can write from a place of inspiration, going through something yourself, then I believe it's such a strong message to the audience out there.
Right.
Being in the church, are you active or?
Oh, of course. Very active, I would say.
So what are some of the departments that you're active in? Like, what do you do?
Other than singing in the choir, I don't really put myself in one place. Wherever I'm needed, because you're supposed to serve. Wherever I'm needed, that's what I do. If they tell me they need me to, you know what I'm saying, usher 1 week, I will. I'm just wherever, you know what I'm saying, they need help, wherever there's a need, I would do it.
So we learned that you're a part of the praise team. You're a praise leader as well.
Tell you why I serve the Lord, cause he's been so good. I serve the Lord, cause he's been so good. I serve the Lord.
How difficult or not difficult is it to take persons to that place of worship while you are leading?
Sometimes it can be difficult.
How?
Honestly, because you have to, in that moment, it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes people get wrapped up, including myself, get wrapped up in the things that we are going through and our life experiences, all the struggles we have and everything that's going on in our lives outside the church. And when we're thinking about, you know what I'm saying, trying to lead the song, all of those things are still in your mind. You know what I'm saying? And you have to remember that you have to put those things aside, because you are the vessel. And at that moment, God is calling you to usher in his presence. And you can't do that when you're bound in your mind. You have to be free, because free people free people.
Amen.
So you have to be free in your mind, free to worship, free to let them see you cry, free to, you know what I'm saying, give what God has given you, free to pour all of it out, you know what I'm saying, so that the people will feel it. Because if you don't feel it, how can you expect them to feel it? You know what I mean? So you have to put all those things aside. And sometimes it gets hard because we go through things. We go through life. Life happens and it's a struggle. And sometimes, like I said, being a single mother, it's a lot. It's on my plate sometimes. And sometimes it's hard for me to push those things back. And so when I know I have to sing or lead a song, sometimes I have to just go and I have to pray, you know what I'm saying, before I get to church and just release all those things, you know what I'm saying, before I get up there. Because if you don't, like I said, it'll put a blockage there. You know what I mean? And you have to be free so that the spirit can freely flow through you. You know what I mean?
So if for our listeners out there who are wondering, okay, if she goes to a church, like, what's the name of your church, and can they join you online to worship, to see more of you?
Yes, I actually go to Word of Life in Oxford, Mississippi, under the leadership of Bishop Eugene Fundren. You most definitely can check us on Facebook Live. We have a page. Our church has a page. It's Word of Life Oxford. You can check us every Sunday at 11 o'clock, Thursday as well, at 7 o'clock, and just watch and let the service speak.
Praise God.
Yeah.
So if you could give 3 words to describe you, what would they be?
Okay, so fun, adventurous, and mysterious.
Babe, F for fun, A for adventurous, and M for mysterious. That's the initials for fun. Was that intentional?
Yes.
I see you're putting the family out there.
Yes. Always advertising. You guys go check out family on YouTube. Okay.
The link is there, guys. Check it out. Talking about family, do you have a family of your own?
I do, actually. I have 5 children.
Like 5 as in half of 10, 5?
Yep. A whole palm.
Do they sing as well?
Yes, my 2 youngest daughters, they have grown a liking to music. They love to sing. They sing around the house all the time. So I just been encouraging them to, pursue it.
It just hit me. You said you have 5 children.
That's what she said.
How do you find the time to do all that you're doing? 5 children, and you're in the studio, you're writing, you're performing, you're leading at church. Are you doing anything else? Is it possible that you're doing anything else?
Yes, I've actually been working on creating my own line.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. So that explains why you're dressing like this. Like,
Yes.
where did you get your sense of fashion?
I got my sense of fashion from my mom. She has always been into clothes and fashion and things like that. I used to play in her closet as a kid and just try on her shoes and all her stuff, and it just stuck to me, and I just grew a liking to clothes. And this actually was just something that I found in my trunk. I didn't want to wear my church clothes here, so
Trunk.
I just had some different things in my trunk, and I just put them together. I was like, I have to put this with that, and that with that, right there.
So you have clothes in your trunk?
Yes, actually, being a single mother, you always have to be prepared for anything. So I keep a
Oh, wow.
basket of clothes in my trunk.
Interesting.
A basket.
I keep a basket and shoes, heels, sneakers, socks, everything.
Wow.
Prepared.
Prepared for the mission.
Yes.
But yes, like, how do you do all of this? How do you find the time? Like,
I think it just comes with prioritizing your day. Like I said, there were things that I was doing during my day that I was spending a lot of time on that was not benefiting me. And so I had to start to prioritize. There are things that I can put down because I don't have to do them. And I can take that time that I'm wasting doing something that's not benefiting me, and I can use that time to do something that will push me into my goals and my dreams. And as I done that, start to prioritize my day, I realized I actually have more time to talk.
So for those guys out there that are wondering, you mentioned you're a single mother, right? And everything. Are there any plans for more children in the future?
Negative.
So, what if they're interested in, contacting you? What would their chances be, stuff like that?
We're gonna take you out.
Oh.
Get to know you.
Yeah, there is a chance. I am open to dating. I am. So yes, there is a chance. Just be respectful. Just be respectful, and that's the first thing. Just be respectful, and then we'll see.
So, in terms of respectful, what are some of the other characteristics that, this guy must possess before you even think about approaching you? Like, we know you're a Christian, you put God first. Do they have to be saved first? Stuff like that.
Yes, safe indefinitely, because I am not the Savior. I'm not Jesus. I don't save. So yes, I would like for you to be saved. Yes, that would be great, because the Bible speaks about being unequally yoked. I have been unequally yoked many times. I'm sure everybody has experienced that. That is not a road that I am willing to take at this point. So no, you must be saved. Yes. And carry the weight of a man.
Carry the weight of a man, you mean a man must lead, so be a
Yes.
leader. Because
Be a leader, yes, and be the head. Be able to. First, he has to lead. He has to have the qualifications to lead. You know what I mean? So, I'm not gonna allow a person to lead me down the dead end. You know what I'm saying? He has to have the qualifications to lead. So yes.
Yeah, and I think for a long time that we have strayed away from this, that, biblically, the woman isn't supposed to work unless she wants to. And I think because we've strayed away from that for such a long time, people forget that, this is your responsibility as a man to be the head and lead the household and stuff like that. So I'm happy that you mentioned that, so persons are aware that this is something that is required.
Right. Yes. And I'm not saying that you have to, completely take care of, me or my children, because I'm gonna bring a
Something
table
to the table.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the whole table. So, you know what I mean? I would like for it to be matched. You know what I'm saying? Awesome.
So what could you say, or what would you say to people out there watching you as encouragement? Like, you have so much on your plate, you're managing everything. Yes, you're not perfect, so you may have down days. So what would you say to people out there that maybe have more than what you have going on, or even less,
But want to start.
yeah?
I'm gonna change my
That's fine.
But I'll remember what I said first. All right, so I would say to first of all, you must have a relationship with the Creator, because only He knows why He created you. Only He knows your purpose and what you are designed and destined for. So anytime you're operating out of your purpose, you're gonna feel like everything is chaotic and everything is crazy. You know what I mean? Because you're not in line with the will of God. You know what I'm saying? So I would say to create a relationship, a strong, even if you have a relationship, go for a deeper relationship with God, and everything that you need will begin to come through that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you need, whether it's finances, whether it's clarity, you know what I'm saying, understanding, whether it's a spouse, anything that you're needing is going to come through your relationship with Christ. So that's going to be the main thing, the priority of anything that you're doing.
I'm happy that you're just dropping the gems. There's just the more we listen to you, the more we want to hear more of what you're saying, because not many people do what you're doing now. Not many people put God first and acknowledge Him that He's the one who is giving me or granting me all these things. They, at some point in time, they lose themselves in all that's happening.
And take the glory
For themselves.
Yes.
And we could even sum it up and say it's pride.
Yes.
So I'm very humbled right now to just be in your presence, knowing that you know, you have this wealth of information and experience, and you're choosing to share it on our platform to encourage, you know, so many people out there watching right now, that I know even from this day so onward, you know, people will be seeing this and will be encouraged. So I'm just really humbled by, you know, all you're saying and just being in your presence.
Yeah. And I just want to say, hats off to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep staying encouraged. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Don't let anybody distract you. Just keep in the will of God. Stay on His path. As you've said, a lot of times we can get distracted. A lot of times we can say, oh, things are not going the way you want them to go. But remember, of course, there's a reason, and it's our duty to find out that reason by seeking God. So continue to stay on that path, continue to work on yourself, work on your business, work on everything, and putting you first on those Fridays. So yeah, that's what I want to say. That's very good. Like, not a lot of young people have that mindset and have that encouragement or have that motivation that you have, and that's a very good trait. So keep it up.
I'm glad that you said young people, because like you still look so young. Like if we should play a game and guess your age, I'd maybe go for 27 though. You know, as the highest. I don't know, maybe it's a little more. You won't find that out today, guys.
Yeah.
You'd have to find out that at a later time, but not today. But it's good to show that when you're in the presence of God, you know, His radiance will reflect on you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a great thing.
Yeah. And just before we even wrap things up, performance-wise, if anybody wants to get in contact with you, how can they reach out?
Okay, so for booking, you guys can email me at M as in monkey, Z as in zebra, D as in dog, O as in octopus, L as in Lee, L as in Lee, I as in ice, E as in elephant. The number's 2231@gmail.com. Or you can go to Facebook and you can go to our labels page. It is C Duffel, and that's CDUFFLE. C Duffel LLC on Facebook, and you can contact me there. I will definitely get back to you.
We live in royal breed. With Christ we can do anything. If we hold on and just believe, we will see Christ fulfill our needs. The arm of Christ is where we wanna be. His love is always there to comfort me. Following the steps prepared for me. All I need is Jesus and my family. In my circle, yeah. My family be royal, color purple, yeah. Without God there'll be no hurt to, yeah. Wherever our life will be like myrtle, yeah. And I know my family go right, yeah. Fam go right.
Ooh, so if you want to hear more of that, you know where to go.
YouTube, you guys. It's called Family, and it is a label collaboration. Miss Doll Miller is my artist name. It's gonna also have C Duffel on there, and our label brothers from all the way from Uganda. Their names are God Soldiers. They're really great. You should check those guys out.
Alright, so real quick, let's give a shout out to anybody that you want to shout out to.
I want to shout out my label brothers, C Duffel and God Soldiers, and also our new brother, Yawiyani. And I just want to shout out to all the people out there. I love all of you guys. Follow God.
Follow God.
Follow God.
Alright, guys.
Stay totally safe and totally Thomas.
Bye.